Good morning, lovelies, and welcome back to another day of Nimz Ramble. I'm Nimeha Cote, and today's topic is on inspiration. I decided to pick this topic because yesterday I was uploading my daily video on YouTube, and I had no Wi-Fi time during my uploads because I live in the Goonies and yeah. So I decided to watch Friends, but this time instead I brought my journal with me. And thinking, well, maybe I'll be inspired throughout this show. And to my surprise, I was. The lesson that I learned yesterday was this one. It's that when you start your day excited about what the day might hold, there are beautiful things that hide within. You'll find inspiration at every corner. I used to be a very doom and gloom gal where I would expect the worst and then it would happen. And I would be, great, look at me. I am a mind reader. And it's not until I changed the way I was thinking into a more positive mindset that I actually started to flow in, good things actually started to flow in more naturally instead of being on this autopilot mode where barely any inspiration was actually flowing in. Because you see, when you earn your own happiness instead of people pleasing your way through life, the amount of joy and goodness and inspiration you get is indescribable. Sometimes in the process of pleasing everyone, we end up with the things that we actually are very unpleasant for ourselves. And myself have been there many, many, many times. It's like where I completely lost sight of my inner self, and I was wearing these different Nimz suits for everybody. Everybody had a different Nimz suit. But it's not until I started to stay true to my inner self and following my own instincts that inspiration actually started to flow in, where I was actually happy and more. Well, I actually am happy and joyous, and I have amazing things to share with whoever I choose to. The millions of scenarios, you gotta let go of those millions of scenarios in your mind and thinking of the worst outcomes. You have to lighten up and have fun and be in the present and allow inspiration to flow in. I used to think of all the bad things that could happen throughout my day. Oh, well, if I do this, that will happen. And if I do this, that will happen. If I do that, that will happen. And you know what? All that ended up happening was those things. Have fun, lighten up, be in the present. Say, oh, look at that. It's snowing outside, because right now it's snowing outside. It's all a matter of perception, honestly. So lighten up. Don't compare what you have to everyone else's. Just be in the present. Say thank you for all the wonderful, beautiful things you do have. It's usually in those times that inspiration will actually surface anyway. There is always time. There is always time. It's when we get impatient or when things get hard that we find that there's not enough time. There's always time. There's no point in getting impatient or getting hard on yourself because things are hard right now. Give yourself patience and time. When things get floopy, as Phoebe and Friends say, you have to have faith and really enjoy the moment. Change the little things that you can change instead of, for instance, like your perception. I could look out the window and say, oh, great. Another day of snow. Or I could say, woohoo, a snow day. That's awesome. That's a sign of greatness. I love snow. It's so pretty on the trees. See, perception. Next is, don't lower your vibration with everyday mediocrities. You gotta love yourself and the good around you. I promise you that once you do these things, inspiration will start to come in more daily. You have to really love you. See the good things that are in you and see the good things that are around you. Don't go off and comparing your life to everybody around you. Love you. Love the things in your life. Stop making your present day so negative with the fog of your past. Let the sunshine of the present day in. Have fun. Notice the things in your everyday life that bring you joy and that bring you inspiration. I started doing this daily, and I can honestly say that it has been amazing. I had to really implement it though in my routine daily. I had to really wire it into my subconscious mind with repetition. If you want to take action, there is always a choice. You have to remember this. No choice is also a choice. You can choose to be a statue for your whole life, or you can choose not to be a statue. For the longest time, I would look ahead and I would be terrified. I would look back and I was in pain. I was a statue in my own life. And nothing was changing. I was just staying there. But I decided, I put my foot down and I said, I am going to be the change I want to see in the world. I'm not going to wait for the world to change. I am going to change. So finally, my beautiful lovelies, I am going to end today with this. There are many ways to perceive a situation. It's very important to remember that, because we all see things through our own conscious and subconscious mind. So everybody has a different way of seeing things. So before you go jumping to quick reactions, you think, remember, I know that this person hurt my feelings, but what is this situation trying to teach me? Number 2 is judging. Remember what I said the other day? When you're judging, there's always 3 fingers that are pointing right back at you. 3, don't change your plans based on other people's view of your plans. Remember that everybody perceives things differently. It's all right to tweak your plan if you see, hey, what that person said made a lot of sense. But don't change your plan all the time. Don't go off doing like me, what I did, and have a different NIM suit for everybody and have a different NIM plan for everybody you talk to. Be you. Be your authentic, beautiful self, lovelies. And finally, don't let your ego scare you into submission. Your ego self is just a conscious mind. Don't let that part of your brain control you. Don't let that part of your brain turn you into a statue. So lovelies, be bold. Be inspired. Make that move that you've been waiting for. All right? I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow for another day of Nimz Ramble. Have a wonderful, blessed day to you all.